Once upon a time, in a small village in Africa, there lived a young couple named Kofi and Adir. They had grown up together in the village and had known each other their entire lives. Kofi was a strong and handsome young man who worked hard on his family's farm, while Adir was a gentle and kind woman who helped her mother with her small business in the village. As they grew older, they began to realize that they had feelings for each other. They would often find excuses to be near each other, and their eyes would meet in a way that made their hearts flutter. But they were too shy to express their feelings, and so they remained just friends. One day, Kofi decided to gather the courage to tell Adir how he felt. He waited for her outside her mother's shop, and when she finally emerged, he took her hand and said, "Adir, I have loved you for as long as I can remember. Will you be my wife?" Adir's eyes filled with tears of joy, and she said, "Yes, Kofi. I have loved you too for as long as I can remember." They embraced each other tightly, and from that moment on, they were inseparable. They were married in a traditional ceremony in the village, surrounded by their family and friends. They were truly happy and in love. After their wedding, they moved into a small home on Kofi's family's farm. They made a comfortable life for themselves, with Kofi working on the farm and Adir helping her mother with her business. They had a beautiful garden and a small herd of cattle. As the sun set on their first night in their new home, Kofi and Adir sat on the porch of their home, watching the stars appear in the sky. They held hands and talked about their hopes and dreams for their future together. They dreamed of having children and building a strong and loving family. As they said goodnight and headed to bed, they couldn't help but feel grateful for the life they had together. They slept soundly, wrapped in each other's arms, feeling safe and content. The next morning, they woke up to the sound of birds singing outside their window. They stretched and smiled at each other, feeling grateful for the life they had together. They spent the day working on the farm and preparing their home. As the sun set, they sat on the porch again, watching the stars appear in the sky. They talked about their day and made plans for the future. As they got ready for bed, they couldn't help but feel a sense of contentment and happiness. They knew that they would face any challenges that came their way, as long as they had each other by their side. As the years went by, Kofi and Adir's love for each other continued to grow stronger. They had children, and their family grew. They faced challenges and obstacles together, but always found a way to overcome them with love and understanding. They were truly each other's best friend and soulmate. They would often spend their evenings sitting on their porch, watching the stars and talking about their day. They would hold each other close, feeling the warmth of their love and the comfort of each other's embrace. As they lay in bed together at night, they would talk about their dreams and aspirations. They would talk about the kind of life they wanted to build together and the family they wanted to have. They would talk about the future and all the things they wanted to accomplish together. As they drifted off to sleep, they felt a deep sense of contentment and happiness. They knew that no matter what the future held, they would face it together as a united team. And as they fell asleep, they would hold each other close, feeling the warmth of their love and the comfort of each other's embrace. Years passed, and Kofi and Adir's dreams came true. They had a beautiful home and a loving family. They were surrounded by friends and loved ones who had supported them throughout their journey. They had built a successful life together and had everything they could ever want. But through it all, the one thing that never changed was their love for each other. They never stopped showing each other affection and appreciation. They would often surprise each other with small gestures of love, like a surprise dinner or a bouquet of flowers. Even after all the years they had been together, their love for each other never faded. One day, as they lay in bed together, Kofi turned to Adir and said, "My love, I want to renew our vows. I want to promise to love you for the rest of my life, all over again." Adir's eyes filled with tears of joy, and she said yes without hesitation. They planned a beautiful ceremony in their village, surrounded by their family and friends. They exchanged new vows and promised to love each other for the rest of their lives. As they looked into each other's eyes, they knew that they were truly blessed to have found each other. As they grew older, Kofi and Adir's love for each other never wavered. They were always there for each other, through the good times and the bad. They faced the challenges of aging together, always holding each other close and supporting each other. In their last days, they would lay in bed together, holding each other's hand and looking out of the window at the beautiful African sunset. They knew that their time together was coming to an end, but they were at peace, knowing that they had lived a full and happy life together. And as they closed their eyes for the final time, they were still holding each other, feeling the warmth of their love and the comfort of each other's embrace. They knew that their love would live on forever, in the memories of those who knew and loved them. They ended.